some people are suggesting that this particular picture, yes, this one, absolutely 100% demonstrates exactly what's going on, in many people's eyes, in the sham marriage of Meghan and Harry. As ever, let me explain. Morning, chums. Lovely to see you today on a nice blistering afternoon here in the very heart, of course, of the United Kingdom. Hope you're keeping well. We'll have a lovely wave. Are you enjoying yourself? If you are in the United Kingdom, are you sweltering? Is it too much for you? We're not used to this sort of weather, are you? I know people around the world will be thinking, do British people ever stop moaning about any other thing but the weather? But it's never quite right, you know what I'm saying? But we hope it's going to be. Now, of course, a lot of people in the last few days, there's a big story, if you remember, with Meghan Markle when she sat down in the, do you remember the Time 100 thing? And she said she could never believe that she was going to get to this point, of course, in her life. She was incredibly happy, seemingly, of course, just sprinkling everything with flowers, whether it be scrambled eggs, jams, whatever. This is apparently the thing that made her happy. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the world, Prince Harry's crying into, of course, his legal bills, because he's now got a 1.5 million massive legal bill in his fight for security for his family. But that's by the by. What's interesting, you see, is as these stories move along, and then very quickly, as we all know, Prince Harry sat down with the BBC and, you know, just said everything. They allowed him to talk about how he was feeling, how negative, all of that sort of stuff, right? It's proven to be very bad. But the stories that have not gone away are the fact, the impending stories are the fact that, of course, their marriage is in real trouble. Meghan was also asked on another podcast with Jamie Kern-Lima that basically, you know, did she see herself married to Harry forever? And she said yes. But her voice was a few octaves higher, and more importantly, she didn't exactly say it with her eyes. And let's not forget, earlier this year, Vanity Fair openly in their magazine article stated that Meghan's aides were shopping around a post-divorce book. No legal action or recourse has ever been taken against Condé Nast or Vanity Fair. Their situation is that it's baseless foundation and they don't want to get into any more legalities, meaning it's going to be expensive. But it's this particular picture. Take a look at this. You see, you'll see this picture. This is taken, of course, at the Beyonce concert that Harry and Meghan went through to have a date night. It works both ways, as I told you. See, Beyonce needs some much needed positive PR. Some might suggest Harry and Meghan might not be that positive PR, but nonetheless they hoofed along. This picture is taken by a professional photographer, and what you notice is the fact that the picture was originally released is the one where Harry adoringly is staring at Meghan. Meghan is looking at the one thing that she truly admires. That's not Prince Harry, perhaps his credit card, but not necessarily him. But the one thing she admires is the camera lens. The second picture that they let out was, of course, this picture with Harry in his little hat and looking slightly the worse for wear. Some people say happily refreshed, but we'll leave that there, right? Now, where this gets interesting, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, is that both parties, Harry and Meghan, allowed these pictures to be dished out to the media of the world for free. I mean, 100% for free. You don't have to pay for it, nothing like that. So consequently, you get all the headlines that's required. Now, where this gets interesting, and I find this particularly interesting, is that, you know, that would have been worth quite a bit of money. These pictures at a concert would have been worth money. Now, perhaps there's a contra deal with the photographer and with Harry and Meghan. But the idea really was to try and knock off the negative press of not only the BBC interview, the backlash that Meghan's received for her, as ever, with jams, etc., and on top of all of that, the Centre Barley debacle with Prince Harry and, of course, Dr. Sophie Chanduka, which is thoroughly ongoing, and there's currently an investigation by the Charities Commission. But the idea with this picture is to tell the world that actually there's nothing wrong in their marriage. They're coming up to their 7th anniversary in a matter of days, and literally this was a date night, and what we're seeing is a couple very much now in the throes of what they call the best period of their lives. The thing is, you're supposed to believe it, do you? Neil Sean in the very heart of Yorkshire.